Mr. President, Chef Pru and I have spent every waking hour obsessively working on this since the moment you gave us the green light. And here's what we believe we have, sir. We believe LTHS 1.1 represents another of those miraculous moments in our history that resets everything, an equivalent to Columbus's discovery of the Americas, Oppenheimer's atomic bomb, and Turing's bomb machine. If we use this LTHS 1.1 story, power, and technology right, we effectively tap directly into our galactic black hole and paradise story, the highest of all stories, and their limitless eternal powers. As the President beamed and hardly able to sit still, visibly excited like a child opening presents at Christmas. I've seen this coming all along, which is how I recognized your work immediately, Chef Pru. How did you make that connection to LTHS 1.1 as a universal operating system? After Chef Pru finished telling a short summary of his work, beginning with not following his dreams to go into film and theater and instead studied computers and went to work at IBM as a systems programmer working with the Air Force satellite operations team, followed by his internet evangelism days in Latin America and his magical tiny restaurant, Tuco's, and its dramatic collapse, and how the system chewed him up and spit him out, and how it's tried its best to make him conform and make him go back to work and not work on what would ultimately become LTHS 1.1. That's almost exactly how I see my own life story, Chef Pru. It's time for this corrupt system to end. Mr. President, I think we've come up with a possible campaign that would best get the message out and with the least panic, confusion, and resistance possible. The least casualties, the best case, if you will. You've got my fullest attention and interest, Jared. I'm chomping at the bit. Well, it's a stay home, stay local, stay safe, stay healthy, and grow, enjoy, succeed with us. No strings attached, no fault, no stress, in expanding unity, harmony, freedom, progress, positivity, leisure, and abundance for all, beginning with the most vulnerable and the voiceless campaign. I realize this is the opposite of our current platform, so it'll be disruptive to our base, just as it is to us. But I believe with LTHS 1.1, we can explain it to them, and it can be unifying. I get it. I love it. What's next? What do you think, Chef Pru? I want to know what you think we should do next. Well, if it were me, I'd decide on my team, then prepare a sales pitch for the plan and immediately begin building a global LTHS 1.1 Congress with the mission of preparing a detailed global 1.0 Paradise Earth Constitution using LTHS 1.1. I love it. I want that. That's what I want. Okay, we'll begin this next phase now, Mr. President. I'll get on your schedule and to decide on who's on the team. Sounds good, Jared. The smallest possible team. Just like the oldies. You know what I mean? Yep. Chef Pru, I'm counting on your active participation in all this, too. It'll be a pleasure and honor, Mr. President. Jared, before we end this call, remind me again, what is it we expect to get from this global Paradise Earth 1.0 Constitution? Sovereign, free, harmonious, local, green, self-sufficient, self-governing, LTHS 1.1 citizens, villages, cities, regions, worlds, and neighbors. A new layered volunteer-based, all-inclusive harmony economy, currency, and profit accounting, education, energy, city planning system based on LTHS 1.1. No taxes, no lawsuits, no fault, no crime, in favor of a new diagnosis, treatment, care, and quarantine kind of system. Collaborative global system, which means we can offer global best of to all, free of charge, kind of like what we're starting to see in the internet. Lots of rich, ever-improving, valuable services free, with a little premium to get some extra benefits if you like. And then we use this new harmony trade that we've developed to improve our own local infrastructure, services, and experiences and opportunities. Let me get this straight. No taxes and all volunteers? I love it. That's basically how I see myself. Everyone thinks of me as this successful billionaire, but honestly, I do all this just for me, not for the money. This is what I believe in, and this is the contribution that I want to make to my fellow humans. How about defense? Well, that would be transformed by distributing it all to all citizens in the form of what we do and don't tolerate. Peaceful noncompliance, globally and locally. And we support one another in maintaining it, which includes our neighbors supporting each other. A unified harmony defense, equivalent to our human immune system. I love it. That's basically been my strategy all along. And boy, have I gotten beat up over not using our military more. Does this mean we would all have to live in mud huts and become commies? I hate communism. No. This is very different than communism in many ways. For one, it delivers freedom from control within a common global framework of basic universal rights that we all have agreed on. There would be no taxes, so there's nothing to tax, and the new LTHS 1.1 economy and system would offer tiers which correspond to the contributions and tiered access and voluntary bonuses. The idea would be that we would build and provide a very beautiful campus resorts for our volunteers, locally, regionally, and globally. I love it. Beautiful resorts globally? I happen to know a thing or two about building beautiful resorts globally. Wonderful, guys. Pull me in when you need me. Let's run with this thing full steam. Okay, I'll be getting together with you on the team and the global rollout plan soon. Sounds good. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Chef Pru. Our nation and planet, thank you as well for all the years of work, unrecognized, uncompensated. I plan to help make up for that someday. But first, we have a world to save. Announcing the miraculous arrival to Earth of Paradise Story Starship, Paradise for All. Climb aboard! The Separation Story Starship you're on is sinking! Climb aboard!